So today what I wanted to do was run through some neural captures I've made of overdrive pedals that I have that I like. All of these captures will be available on my neural account. I'll put the info for that in the description, as well as this preset that I'm using to kind of run through those overdrive pedals. So why don't we start by just running through the preset real quick. What I'm doing is I'm running a dual amp preset, kind of channeling my inner Dana Mick from that pedal show. I've got just a simple gate up front. For the amps, I'm running a Lone Star clean through a 4x12. And then I've got a Marshall JTM 45 also running through a 4x12. And then what I'm doing is I'm running those through a mono tape delay and into a plate reverb. So the clean tone sounds like this. So a nice tone on its own, but I'm hoping it'll also be a nice pedal platform. So let's get into the captures. So the first one I want to go through is Archer Ikon. So this is a JRocket Archer Ikon. It's a it's a Klon style pedal. I like it a lot. It does well both just kind of on its own, but it also works really well into, like, I run this into my jack preamp quite a bit, and it gives that kind of nice full lead tone. And what I've done is I think there's 9 captures here. So I captured it at 3 different gain levels, 5, what I marked as 5, 7, and 9. And then for each one I've captured it is either normal, which is the EQ kind of at 12 o'clock, and then dark, which would be like 9, 10 o'clock, and then bright would be more kind of 2 to 3 o'clock. So let's try the normal. Here's the gain 5. So, I mean, that's really nice, subtle kind of overdrive sound. If you pump it up to the 7, you get a little more grit. And then the 9 obviously is more. So, I find, the Archer Ikon works great in many situations where you're running into a clean amp, into a dirty amp. It really works well. I do find that, if I'm running it into a dirty amp to kind of like boost the lead tone or something like that, I'll tend to use the dark EQ just to kind of roll off some of those highs. Just in terms of, that's the kind of lead tones that I try to go to. So those are out there for you to use. The other one I would say is, a lot of these are ones that I've downloaded, so I'm going to skip. The other ones I would say is I have this FET Driver. This one, I'm not even sure they make this anymore. I know there's a popular version of this one that was a Joe Bonamassa signature one or something like that. This is just the normal FET Driver. And I captured the 2 gain levels that I liked, kind of a lower gain level and then a little bit more. And I captured, there's a high cut switch on this pedal. And so I captured each gain level with the high cut on, the high cut off. So for instance, we go to gain 4, the high cut off. Here's that. You can hear the difference with the high cut on. So the FET driver, I also think it works well. In this case, you're hearing it into kind of a clean amp, but into a dirty amp, it works well as too. So that's a good one. Here's all my jack preamps, which I've already gone through those in a separate video. I'll put the link here. Probably the next one is Silk Drive. So this is one of those Vox series of pedals. The Silk Drive, I believe, is made to mimic kind of a dumble-ish kind of tone, and that's kind of how it sounds to me. So you get 7. I mean, that's kind of again, it doesn't have a lot of drive to it, so you get the pedal itself. If we go to 8, I apologize for this, some of these captures, the volume levels are a little different. So you got to turn them down a little bit. We switch to 9, again, we turn down the volume. And that's a good amount of grit to it. And I think it starts to get that kind of dumble-ish kind of, a little bit of a fuzziness to it, a lot of kind of smooth mid-range on it. So that's that one. And then the other one that you'll find out to use is, and if you're seeing anything in here that you're, wow, I wish, I want to try that 2-Rock or something like that. These are just ones that I've downloaded off the Neural app, just by searching through them. So so the last one I would go through is this. If you saw it, I did a video a few weeks ago. I'll put the link here for the Wampler Triumph, and I did a capture on that again at 2 levels, gain level 3 and gain level 5, and then there's a switch on there that's in kind of in punch mode and in smooth mode. So if you do like smooth mode, again, I gotta turn this down a little bit. So again, I think the smooth mode is kind of very, kind of mid push kind of thing, like 808 kind of thing. And then if you change it, if you use the punch, you get kind of a lot more treble out of that. So those are the pedals I wanted to run through today, just to kind of go through the ones I put out there and what they sound like, and kind of what some of the naming conventions mean and how you can use them. So I hope you found this helpful, and feel free to go grab them and try them out for yourself. Thanks.